name's Allison Wood. I am co-founder and CEO of CameraIQ. So I spent the better part of the past decade working in the AR space. As an artist and creative technologist, I was building weird art for myself and experiences for brands, hacking together pieces of the tech stack. So I can tell you from personal experience, it's really hard. And you've heard today that we are in a fundamental platform shift where the camera is the new start menu. What do I mean when I say the camera is the new start menu? I mean that the camera is going to unlock the ability for the internet and the real world to live in the same time and space. We're already living in a camera-first world. There are 2.8 billion opportunities a day to engage with your audience. Think about how many times you've already opened the camera today. Perhaps to take a photo to remember something, to communicate through FaceTime, or to chronicle your life on stories. If you need further conviction that the platforming is already happening, or as I like to say, the preconditions for an ecosystem are present, please study this graph. What we're looking at is mobile penetration in the US to AR or camera-related announcements, investments, and launches. You can see the velocity at which these announcements are happening is only increasing. So it's not just Snapchat and Facebook that are camera first, it's not Apple and Google, but it is Spotify, Giphy, Amazon, Pinterest, and those are Shopify. And those are only the big tech platforms. I haven't even sprinkled in all of the VC and startup activity today as example. But the crazy part is only 5% of the brands that historically have paid for the internet and for mobile have joined the revolution. 5%. Why? Because the landscape is really complicated. The tech stack is complicated. Brands have to interface with the social platforms, OS platforms, 3D engines, namely Unity, and I have a nice question mark box here, which represents the point cloud maps or the AR cloud, persistence, multiplayer, etc. Producing content is complicated and costly. Most brands have been told that to participate in the camera, they have to go and create an entirely new library of content made up of 3D animations. And when they do publish into the camera or publish an AR experience, it's typically pretty difficult to measure. So that's where we come in, CameraIQ. We're the first camera experience manager, enabling brands to create, manage, and measure camera content. Our mission is to democratize the camera so that brands can reach their audiences where they are, allowing them to create once and deploy everywhere. Today, there are two main components of our platform. The first is the camera experience manager, or to add another acronym to your repertoire, CEM. This CEM has three core capabilities for cross-functional teams. That's asset management, the ability to create and schedule an augmented reality experience via templated experiences, and track and measure performance so that they can optimize, rinse, and repeat. The second piece is our camera framework or mobile SDK. This allows brands with an engaged mobile audience or a brand looking for an engaged mobile audience to drop our SDK into their app and now own a branded camera. So I want to take you guys through two live use cases with customers. One is a media and entertainment company, and the other is live events. So to start, we are looking at a new show on TBS called Final Space. This is a character called Mooncake. TBS wanted to create augmented reality experiences so that their audience could co-create with them, and they wanted them to be discoverable through their own application and also on social. We all know that asset creation is really difficult. Doesn't have to be. So in this case, we actually were able to, or the show was actually able to take the actual assets from the 2D animated show. They selected their favorite characters, rotoed them out, and passed them on to us at spec. As a platform, we accept images, videos, GIFs, and 3D models and animations. What we did, and what we provided them with, was an ARE template, augmented reality experience. In this case, it was the 3D sticker template, so the ability to put an asset in the world. We wrapped up the CV component the content behavior, and the user interaction. That was optimized for our camera framework, for Snapchat, and for Facebook. Here it is in the wild. So you see it here in their camera framework where they've published a whole bunch of assets from their show. They also released it on Snapchat and then on Facebook, and then you're seeing that users are actually capturing, saving, and resharing that content. Next, I'd like to walk you through a live events company called Coachella and how they're leveraging our platform. Coachella integrated our iOS SDK into their existing mobile application. So now their app includes a camera. They have various lenses that will unlock for festival, but to start, they used image recognition to unlock a experience on top of their box, give clues to what might be coming at festival. They have a really cool disco ball that's shaped like a shark, if anyone's ever been, so that'll be making an appearance. And then layered in other clues, like if you completed the puzzle and looked at the puzzle, you could unlock something else. Very cool. So how do they measure and how do they use our platform? Welcome to the CEM. What you're looking at is the dashboard, so analytics, again, super important for our customers to be able to measure performance. We have app sessions, average time spent, average daily users, and average session per user. You see on the right, we have target matchers, pulling out media shares, and various levels of engagement. We also are building out the CMS component of this. So what we're going to take a look at is how easy it is to upload image targets, create libraries. So this is the top of the box. They're able to look at how does that track. That's really important. I don't know if anybody here has ever actually understood what the camera's looking at. Uploading assets, simply drag and drop them in. And then we let you know if, oh no, this file type's not accepted, so don't upload it. And then becomes available here for cataloging. This probably looks pretty familiar to most brands in the room who do content marketing. Next piece that's going to be huge, especially as persistence continues to make leaps and bounds, is geolocation. So we want you to be able to set geofences for your camera campaigns. In this case, we're going to set a geofence for our office in Santa Monica. I'm simply adding my address to the map and then selecting the radius of which I want that geolocation to have. So this last bit that we're going to share with you guys is really just really specifically for the brands in the room. We understand that you have large organizations. We know that you have various different teams that you need to manage. So we've made it really easy for us as admins to add your organization, and then for you as our users to add your teams with granular rights management. So here I'm creating a user. I'm adding myself. As you can see, we have editors, owners, publishers, and managers, each of them with different allowances to the tool. All of that is because we believe that the camera is the biggest opportunity for marketers in a decade. Think about when the internet was first born. You had to create a landing page, and then a website, and then a Facebook page, and then a Twitter handle, and an Instagram account. This is the same. The camera is a new channel. Some brands will own camera channels today, and some brands will publish into them. And in time, all brands will have both. Thank you.